Imagine a time when somebody ignored you, or gave you silent treatment, or felt distant in a conversation. It feels like a rejection, like you don't matter. They don't see you. And the thing is, being seen is not a luxury, it's a basic human need. As painful as it feels, that space can teach you who you are and what you deserve. But most of us, in those moments when we feel ignored, we don't feel hurt. We feel shame, like we did something wrong, or we are wrong, or I'm not interesting enough, I'm not worth their time. And this has very little to do with the person who did that, and more to do with us, the stories we have created for years. We live in a world that treats emotional pain like it's a personal failure. Needing connection is a flaw of some sort. But pain is not weakness. Pain is data. When being ignored stings, your body and your nervous system are signaling that something here doesn't feel right. And instead of listening, what do? We go into shame. We internalize pain as a defect. But we need to flip the narrative. We need to get curious and ask, what is my pain trying to tell me? Is the pain connected to an older version of me? Maybe a wound that I didn't heal yet? See, when you are in pain, it does not mean that you are broken. It means that you are human. So when you feel the pain, do yourself a favor. Don't try to minimize it. Try to sit with it. Ask questions. Your pain might be telling you that you deserve to be seen, and that you are tired of pretending that you don't need anything, and that you have been silencing yourself for too long. When someone ignores you, especially if that's someone you care about, you go back to feeling like you did something wrong. Why am I not worth a reply? Am I too much? Or am I not enough? Or will everyone leave me eventually? Those aren't random thoughts. They are echoes of your wounds. Sometimes from childhood, sometimes from relationships, where you learned that love is conditional, connection is earned, and being yourself is too risky. And here's where it gets harder. When we go into our shame spiral, we don't respond from our best selves. We either shrink, perform, or attack. We go quiet, internalize it, and blame ourselves, meaning we shrink. Or we perform, we try to fix it, over-explain, chase the person, earn their attention. Or we attack, we lash out. How could you do this to me? And we use anger as armor to mask the wound. And so all of these reactions, while human and very understandable, are the symptoms of our shame. And they're usually not about the present moment. They are mostly about a past pain resurfacing. So what do? Well, for starters, we get curious about our story. We sit and we reflect. Think about all those moments when we felt shame, or when we felt rejected or ignored, or when love felt conditional, or when we had to perform to be able to gain someone's attention, their love, or someone's respect. Maybe there was a time I was left out in school, or not picked by my friends. Maybe my parents stopped talking to me for something I did, or maybe I loved someone who made me feel invisible. Naming these feelings and labeling them helps you see that the pain is real, but it isn't always truthful. Meaning, maybe it's not telling you the story about today, it's telling you a story about something else. So whatever it is telling you is not true about today. So what do you do when you feel rejected or ignored? Well, you pause before you react. You ask yourself, why am I feeling? What am I feeling right now? Not what I should feel, but what's actually here. What story am I telling myself? Separate the facts from the narrative. It becomes very challenging at times. And ask yourself, where have I felt this before? Or when have I felt this before? Connect it to older wounds, not just this moment. And ask yourself, what do I really need right now? Is it reassurance? Is it space? Is it boundary? Or is it just self-compassion? Pure love for yourself. It's going to be uncomfortable, but sometimes healing means sitting in discomfort without letting it define you. It means reminding yourself their silence or their behavior says more about them rather than me. And if in this process you discover that you are chasing people who are not showing up for you, that's not rejection, that's redirection. So your pain is redirecting you towards people who will see you. It's redirecting you towards self-love, towards a relationship with yourself that does not depend on being chosen. Being ignored hurts. Don't pretend it doesn't. But don't let it write your story either. You are the one who gets to walk away from the situations where you are not welcome. Your worth was never up for debate, no matter who walked away. And the person who ignores you is not the judge of your worth. You are the most important thing. When we stop chasing people who have already left emotionally or who were never there, we create space for those who are emotionally available. And more importantly, we learn to stay with ourselves. It's also important to understand the urge for chasing someone, that it's very human and survival driven. As children, when a parent gave us a cold shoulder, we tried harder, we performed, we became more people pleaser, thinking that maybe they won't leave. And that's how many of us learned love. So when many of us are now ignored as adults, those old wounds kick in. We feel that same familiar ache and move fast to soothe it. We over-explain, send one more message, replay conversations in our head, anything to feel in control. But in those moments, we're abandoning ourselves. We make their attention the currency to our self-worth. We ask someone else to tell us who we are, whereas the answer has always been within. We don't need to be chosen by everyone. We need to choose ourselves first, and especially when others won't. There's a